So one of you sent me a list, okay? And the list says you're lucky if. And it's one for each of the 12 zodiac signs. So today, I'm going to read the list. I'm going to start from Pisces to Aries. You guys know I always do it backwards. And we're going to talk about if these make sense. Basically, I saw the first one because I started to record this and then messed up and had to go back. So I saw the one for Pisces and it seemed like it was okay. So we're going to find out right now. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it too. Please email me or hit me up on social media if you want to get a reading done. My Patreon and all my information is going to be underneath this video, as well as my Ask an Aquarius merchandise and a bunch of other cool stuff that you might want to check out. So, all right, let's get started. And I'm back from Philly, by the way. Hi, I'm back from Philly. Philly was cool. I got a lot of cheesesteaks, a lot of pretzels, saw my whole family. Went to the family reunion, saw my best friends. It was really fun. I had a good time. I was there for 32 days. I saw a lot of people. I did a lot of in-person readings, which is always fun. And yeah, it was cool. It was pretty awesome. All right, guys, you're lucky if, starting with Pisces. You're lucky if a Pisces lets you know their dreams. Now, I don't think it's hard to get a Pisces to tell you their dreams, because a lot of Pisces I know can't shut up about their dreams, which is to my benefit because I love hearing about it. But I think the aspect of this that makes the most sense is that Pisces have some pretty awesome dreams. Pisces dream up all kinds of creativity, you know. Every Pisces I know is so creative. My very first boyfriend, the first person I ever really officially dated, was a Pisces. And he used to cut hair. And he was known for these intricate hair designs. Back in the 80s and 90s, everybody was wearing these box haircuts and they had parts and glitter in the part and all kinds of stuff was going on. And he was known for his creativity, making up these, you know, eccentric and cool hairstyles. He was known across the city, you know. He also could do art. He was very artistic. He can do all kinds of architecture now. He's like a contractor and can build all kinds of things. So Pisces have a tendency to be very creative. So if they're telling you their dreams, they're probably telling you some real creative stuff. And it's probably very interesting. So I would say you are lucky if a Pisces tells you their dreams. You're lucky if you see an Aquarius's emotional side. Oh, you're lucky, and you're pretty lucky. Aquarius have a tendency not to show our emotional side. That ain't none of your business. That's nobody's business unless people are close to us, people that we trust, people that are in the inner circle, or it was such a strong emotion that we couldn't hold it back and you just so happened to be there. Okay? Because in general, I like to deal with my emotions by myself. I don't like to deal with my emotions in public. Sometimes I do, you know, so it does happen because I like to talk about things that happen in my life. So sometimes, especially like when Ask an Aquarius, you guys see me be emotional 1,000 times, but I don't operate like that usually in everyday life. In everyday life, I deal with my emotions quietly. So that's very true. You're lucky if you see a Capricorn's lazy side. Now, most Capricorns I know are go-getters. They like to make money. The Capricorns I know like money. They like things. They like nice things, you know. And this isn't true of all Capricorns because I do know two. I was talking to a Virgo about two Capricorns I know that are just not like that. But for the most part, because you can't say everybody, for the most part, Capricorns are not lazy. You know, they have a lazy side though. For the most part, they are go-getters. They want to make their money. They want to get their properties. They want to do their thing. But they do have that side of them. I guess they probably just burn themselves out and have to collapse like Aquarius do. So they do have that side, but I wouldn't call it lazy. I would call it exhausted. So yeah, that's probably more so what it is. You're lucky if you see their exhausted side. But yeah, some people could call that lazy, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because most Capricorns I know bust their ass. They make it happen. I got respect for that. You're lucky if you settle a Sagittarius down. I got a Sagittarius moon, and we do not commit easily. And many of us are cheaters. Not all, but many. So if you get a Sagittarius to settle down and be faithful with you, yeah, that's luck and a blessing and and about 30 other things, because that's not, Sagittarius like to be free spirited energy. That's why it's weird for me, because I'm an Aquarius, free spirited energy, and then I have a Sag moon, more free spirited energy. So it's even harder to tie me down. And a lot of Sagittarius are like that. They will make a commitment. I know a lot of Sagittarius that are happily married, but the point of the matter is that it's not easy. So if you make it happen, you made it happen. Awesome. You're lucky if a Scorpio tells you a secret. Scorpios often have a lot of secrets, but they don't tell nobody. So if a Scorpio is telling you a secret, are you lucky? I think it means that they trust you. They think that you're loyal. But depending upon what their secret is, it might not be luck. Scorpios are known for revenge, okay? So they might tell you something that might incriminate you in court. Okay? So it might not be lucky as you think, but it might be rare. You're lucky if you see a Libra being nice, not for the sake of being nice. Being nice, not for the sake of being nice. Yeah, because Libras have a tendency to want everybody to like them. So they have a tendency to be nice to everybody just because. But if they're being nice because they really want to be nice, or they feel something in their heart, yeah, that's different. Because like I said, Libras have this, in my opinion, this kind of people-pleasing kind of energy. And it's mostly because they want to be liked. So if they're doing something not to be liked just because they want to do it, that is pretty lucky. You're lucky if a Virgo lets you in their disorganized head. Virgos are perfectionists. So if they let you into their dysfunction or their disorganized state, you are pretty lucky, because that's not usually what they want to do. They usually want to present things when they're perfect as they can possibly get them. So if they're coming to you with something and it's not perfect, they must really be feeling you or really trust you to help them to work it out. So that is, a lot of these I notice have to do with how much that sign trusts you. I'm picking up on that. You're lucky if you see a Leo admitting their insecurities. I don't know if Leos admit their insecurities or not. I'm thinking I never talked to a Leo about their insecurities before. So maybe that's a sign. I've never had that conversation. So I guess I'm not that lucky yet. I've never had a maybe once, maybe one Leo in high school. Me and her were real tight. I think maybe her, but I can't think of a lot of conversations I've had with Leos. And I can think about conversations that I've had with other signs about insecurities, but only that one time with Leo. So I can give you that one. You're lucky if you see the strong and protective side of a Cancer. Cancers can be very strong and protective and nurturing and kind of mothering too. And you are lucky if a Cancer feels that way about you. They care about you, if they want to protect you and mother you and stuff like that. But it could be smothering. It could be smothering, and it could be clingy depending on the Cancer. Some of them don't take it to that extreme. So it does depend on the person. The Cancers that I've been with, the last one was a woman, and she was protective, and she was pretty strong. So I'll give her that. Yeah, I definitely give her that. She wasn't overly clingy either. She could be. There were times. I think it was when I acted shady. Because, Aquarius can be kind of avoidant. So I think when I got avoidant, she got clingy, But normally she was okay. So I can give you that. Strong and protective. I'll give you that. You're lucky if you stay in a Gemini's life for long. I know a few Gemini, right? And this makes sense to me because Geminis get bored very easily. So I could see a Gemini not wanting to like getting bored with their friend group. You know, I could see them getting bored with their lover. I could see them getting bored with anything, really. I think that they're the kind of sign that needs variety. You know, they can get bored with their job. I know a lot of Geminis that be like, I quit. I'd be like, why'd you quit? Like, you know, I needed a challenge. They just move on to the next thing. So I do believe that some Gemini really do fit into this as far as getting bored easily and probably moving on to another person or another situation. I can definitely see that with Geminis. Air signs in general get bored easy. I get bored easy. Libras get bored easy. You know, so that totally makes sense to me. That totally makes sense to me. And the thing about people is that, you know, I think Geminis are like Aquarius. I think they hold on to the best people, but they're quick to release the ones that they're not really feeling that much, you know? So I don't think that Geminis will just kick anybody to the curb. I think that they hold on to the ones they really care about. You're lucky if you see a Taurus admitting they're wrong. Oh my goodness, what? I don't know. Maybe they would admit it, but the Taurus I know personally were so stubborn. So stubborn. And I think the one I dated that I was like head over heels for, she did admit that she was wrong. In our relationship, we were off and on for like 2 years. I think she admitted being wrong one time. And I think she was wrong a lot. And that's not me being biased. I'm saying in 2 years, you're going to definitely be wrong more than one time. Okay. So yeah, she admitted it, I think, one time that I can remember. So yeah, that's not something that they usually admit if they realize it. They might, you know, they're so stubborn. Aquarius is stubborn too. That's how I know. But Aquarius is stubborn for a reason. We always have a cause or a reason we're being stubborn. Taurus would just be stubborn because it's Tuesday, or because you're trying to tell them what to do or something like that, you know. So yeah, if they admit that they're wrong, you're blessed. You're blessed. The last one, you're lucky if you see an Aries being down. I don't think that's luck per se. I don't think it's lucky to see somebody down and out. But I will say that Aries that I know are less likely to show you when they're down and out, if they are down and out. So I would think that, yeah, that's probably something that's rare. I can't even remember seeing Aries, you know, I think it's really rare. I can't remember seeing an Aries that was like down and out. They always had this kind of motivation or optimism to them. So if they lose that, no, that's not lucky, but yeah, it's rare. Positive comments. All right, let's see the positive comments. The first one came from Jamie Anderson 4669. Hi, Jamie. Jamie said, yes, on all you said. We Aquarius know how to be appreciated, celebrated, and not tolerated. Exactly. That's the big difference. But definitely an asset, not a liability. That part. Yeah, because listen up. All right, so if you're somewhere where you're tolerated, that's ugly energy. Some people that don't like you. If somebody's just tolerating you, they don't really like you. So if it's somebody that you have to be around, like your boss, you know, who's tolerating you, that's one thing. You know, you're tolerating each other in some cases. But if it's like your lover or your family or your friends and they're just tolerating you, that's not a situation I would hang out in. Definitely not. Go where you are appreciated, celebrated, inspired, encouraged. You know, you walk in and people want to hear about your day. They congratulate you when you do great things and you do the same. You know, you want that kind of energy. Tolerating is never good. Number 2, double-breasted 1422. Hello, how you doing? Double-breasted said, I'm so excited to see your new video. I'll be so happy when you post. I liked the video before, even seeing the whole video. Thank you. Still feeling some kind of way about Loch Ness Monster. Me too. I wanted him to be real so much. I agree with you 100%. That broke my little heart. I was like, what? Nessie's not real. That hit me right in the feels, man. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me. And you guys come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.